Up on Mountain News this morning, severe weather turns deadly this morning with tornadoes tearing across several states. And back here in Kentucky, strong storms left some damage in their wake. We will show you some of what we have seen so far. And we talked to a woman who thought she was helping someone in trouble, but it all ended up being just a hoax.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59 on Monday, April the 15th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News This Morning. Well, yesterday everybody might have been a little on edge expecting some sort of severe storms, but it just did not pan out. Thankfully, Brandon's in here this morning, hopefully to explain why yesterday didn't pan out and why we're so chilly this morning. Brandon, good morning.
Good morning. Cold front came through yesterday. We did not have as much moisture as we expected to have because all those storms down to the south drained a lot of that from us, and the instability wasn't as much as we expected. But that's some good news for us this morning because we dodged a bullet, unlike our neighbors to the south and to the west. Let's take a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar this morning. Some pesky showers still hanging around across the area, scattered, stray. I don't think they're going to be around for too long, but the temperature is the big story, into the 30s and low 40s across the area and continue to drop. The winds are still cranking as well, so it'll make it feel a little bit colder. So a normal day temperature-wise on the coffee meter, but a little extra just because it is Monday. I'll have the full forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Will?
All righty, Brandon. Thank you. Well, millions of people are still dealing with severe weather this morning, while others are recovering from tornadoes that struck on Saturday and early Sunday in Texas and parts of Mississippi. At least 5 deaths and dozens of injuries have been reported. CBS's Meg Oliver takes a look at the destruction.
It's just devastating.
After the devastation comes the recovery.
Over there is part of my garage.
From Texas to Mississippi, the toll from this weekend's severe weather is still sinking in.
Those homes we can rebuild in a couple days, couple weeks, couple months, but our lives we can't replace.
Torrential rains and high winds have been pounding the south since Saturday. A tornado hit Franklin in East Texas, cutting a trail of damage. In a nearby town, 2 children, ages 3 and 8, were killed when a tree branch hit their car.
People saying, oh, your house is gone, this is gone, that is gone. I don't care. I'm still walking around here.
1 death was reported in Mississippi, where the extent of the damage could be seen from above. Now, millions of Americans remain at risk from the extreme weather. Severe thunderstorms are possible over a large portion of the eastern U.S. through Sunday evening, while tornadoes remain a threat for the upper Ohio Valley. Meg Oliver, CBS News.
Scattered and potentially destructive winds were expected overnight from the Ohio River Valley into the mid-Atlantic states. Now in Ohio, a tornado uprooted a tree on the side of a mid-1800s house that served as part of the Underground Railroad. Part of the tree fell through a window on Friday night. Nearby power lines stopped the tree from completely falling through the home, but the family that lives there still has to move out because of structural damage. Back here in the Commonwealth, there was damage yesterday in Berea. We are told this tree is almost 4 decades old and sent a branch into the roof when it fell. The homeowner says thankfully no one was inside at the time. The tree was cut down and the roof was patched on Sunday. Another person living in Berea said another tree came down in his yard. He says there was a strong gust of wind before it happened. It barely missed the crashing into the house, but on its way down, we're told it did crack some railing on the roof. We're here in the mountains now. It was a scary situation for some volunteer firefighters from Bell County. The crew was heading to a call last night about downed power lines when they had to swerve into a ditch to avoid hitting a car. They say they had their lights and sirens on when the incident happened. One firefighter was checked out for minor injuries. The fire truck was slightly damaged during the crash. A busy road is back open this morning after being shut down for a while last night. Officials spent time clearing power lines and trees off of Kentucky 160 and Hindman Sunday following the storms. The mess was near Ivis Bible Church. Several crews were part of the cleanup effort. Some people are still without power this morning following yesterday's storm. At last chant, Kentucky Power is reporting hundreds of people without power in several counties. Several other power companies are reporting outages as well. You can find the latest numbers on our website over at WYMT.com. Moving to other news, a Floyd County couple says they are shocked after witnessing a fake kidnapping. Drew and Chandra Halbert stopped at a gas station in Harold after leaving Hillbilly Days Friday. The next thing they knew, a bloody and bruised woman started knocking on their window begging for help. The duo called 911 and calmed her as they waited on Kentucky State Police. Now, the police trooper who pulled in quickly and found the alleged suspect inside. Chandra says this is a day she will never forget.
I've honestly never been so scared in my life. Never seen somebody so scared in my life. It was awful.
After investigating, KSP say the woman admitted to lying to the couple. No arrests have been made. We will have more on their frightening encounter in the 6 a.m. half hour of Mountain News this morning. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, if you did not get all of your laundry done this weekend, today is your day to catch up. Or not. We will tell you why.
Today will not be a good day to hang that laundry out on the line because it's going to be a little colder and some breezy conditions will be around today. I'll have the full forecast in about 3 minutes.